country is in a state of emergency in the wake of the immediate fallout from increased tariffs announced by US President Donald Trump. Ramaphosa, who is also the president of the African National Congress, said this during a meeting of the National Executive Committee in Johannesburg. With a 30% tariff on all South African export goods to the United States set to officially come into effect on Friday, the party says the ongoing debacle over tariffs by the US highlights the urgent need for South Africa to build a resilient economy and expand to alternative markets, calling the 30% tariff on South African exports to the US a calamity. Ramaphosa said immediate action is needed to drive inclusion, growth and job creation.
We dedicated time to discuss the state of our economy and the actions that we need to take to drive inclusive growth and job creation. We also characterized the state of our economy as being in a state of emergency that requires drastic action.
In Johannesburg, people have voiced concerns over the potential impact of the tariffs, warning of job losses and economic uncertainty as the tariffs come into force.
I am concerned about it. So I am from a farming community. My parents are farmers. We know the citrus industry very well, very concerned for the citrus industry as they do export a lot of products to America. And they do employ a lot of people, so there is a big concern. Obviously, they're having plans to supply this year, so what's going to happen with all that product? I also work for an American company, so the impact on me personally is also quite concerning. How is the future looking for my job?
And then 30% is drastic, so a lot of people are going to lose jobs, and already the government is struggling to create more jobs as it is. And I don't see them creating any more jobs again. So it's going to probably be up to the entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs are going to have to somehow find a way to bring back the economy. But then at the end of the day, a lot of people are going to lose.
South Africa's Trade Ministry has launched an export support desk to assist affected companies and guide them on alternative markets during a period being described as a trying moment for South Africa.
International criminal.
And for the latest, our correspondent Kalden Ongmu reports from Johannesburg.
The ANC's National Executive Committee, which is the highest decision-making body of the party, discussed a whole range of issues in its four-day meeting. But global issues loomed large, particularly the new 30% tariffs imposed by the United States on South African exports. ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa said that the tariff is a calamity for the economy, noting that it affects key sectors like agriculture, automotive and metals, potentially costing billions in lost revenue. Ramaphosa admitted that the country's economy is in a state of emergency, and experts welcomed the remark. Some say it was high time President accepted that. Many blame Ramaphosa for leaving the country in an untenable position as US trade tariffs, record unemployment, surging household costs, and a weakening rand weigh on growth. This is Kalden Ongmu from